Good morning, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Parham from the Roselle Public Library, and I would just like to welcome you to Story Time. So as usual, we will start off with our good morning song, and if you will sing with me, and I have one of my puppets that's here that's going to help us. So on the count of 3, let's get those voices together and we'll sing, okay? 1, 2, 3. Good morning to you. How do you do? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Okay, can everyone clap their hands and wake up? Okay, so we're going to get started with our first story, and it's one of my personal favorites, Giraffes Can't Dance. And if those of you that have heard this before, you know it's one of my favorites, and I'm going to read it to you again. And everyone sit back and let's put on our listening ears like we do. And I'm going to start, and we actually have a giraffe here that's going to sit here and listen to the story, okay? So the first story, Giraffe Can't Dance by Giles Andre and Guy Parker Reese are our authors. So we begin with our story time. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and thin, but his knees were awfully bendy and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at his knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he felt he was just really bad. Oh. Well, the warthog started waltzing, the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced the tango, which was elegant and bold. The chimps, they did a cha-cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up to do a splendid Scottish reel. Well, Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they began to roar. Hey, look at that old clumsy Gerald, the animals all laughed. Giraffe can't stand, you silly goose. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. So all the animals are laughing at poor Gerald, boys and girls. And we know if someone's laughing at you, how that probably made him feel. Oh, Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. He said, they're right, he thought. I'm just useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Well, so off crept Gerald from the dance floor as he started to walk home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and all alone. Well, then he found a little clearing and he looked up to the sky. Oh, he said, the moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Then all of a sudden, excuse me, over here, he said. Who, seeing Gerald earlier on, he said, sometimes when you're different, all you need is a different song. So there's his little friend, the cricket, over in the corner, trying to give him some advice. Well, you have to listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So, Gerald, just imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you, and everything makes music if you really want it to. Well, and with that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves started shuffling and making circles on the ground. His neck started gently swaying, and his tail started swishing around. I think he's feeling good, boys and girls. He threw his arms out sideways. He swung them all everywhere. He did a backward somersault, and he leapt into the air. Wow. Well,
Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. So boys and girls, let's give a hand clap for Gerald because he's finally dancing and he's feeling great. Well, then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "Oh my goodness, it's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald is the best dancer that we've ever seen." So now everybody is amazed at Gerald. "How is it, Gerald, that you can dance like that? Please tell us, Gerald, how?" But Gerald simply twizzled around and finished with a bow. Well, then he raised his head up and looked up to the sky and the moon and the stars above, and he said, "We all can dance," he said. "We just must find the music that we love." And that's the end of Giraffe Can't Dance. And boys and girls, we know that the moral of the story is that you can do anything that you want to do as long as you just try. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed that story. And we're going to say goodbye for now. Bye, boys and girls. Okay? And we'll sing our so long song. So long to you. So long to you. So long, so long, so long to you. See you next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.